Drunk Mind, Sober Thoughts Podcast.
Yo, what is going on? This is DJ Brainstorm on the mic with you right now, coming to you live and direct with episode 247 of the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast. The DMST podcast is back. Want to thank everybody that is tuning in on Facebook Live and everybody that is tuning in throughout the week on SoundCloud, on Apple Podcasts, on TuneIn Radio app, on Stitcher, on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on Wooshka. Anywhere, wherever, however you get your podcast. We want to thank y'all for tuning in this week. Playboy, how you feeling?
What's going on, man? Feeling good, man. Playboy the DJ, Playboy D-A-DJ. Another week, another show. Ready to get it in, man. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Dev, how you feeling?
I'm feeling really good, man. It's the Three Amigos. It's three the hard way today. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't been a lot of these this year.
Yeah, we got to get back to a number of these.
Yeah,
man.
it ain't been a lot of these this year.
But you know what? I'm not gonna never be mad at the ability to grow and reach other people. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know,
that's what's up. Bruce, how you feeling today?
Everything all good. Y'all heard my story earlier, so we good to go. Let's get it.
All right. To everybody in the feed, man, we hope y'all are feeling good. Y'all tap in with us today, man. Just let us know how y'all feeling. If you're feeling good, let us know you're feeling good. If you're eating good on a Sunday, let us know you're eating good on a Sunday, whatever. If you're eating good on a Sunday, bring us a plate, damn it.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Playboy, how was your week?
Week was cool, man. Same old. Nothing major that I can think of. I'm pretty sure something happened, but I just can't think of it right now. But everything cool, man.
When you used to work, nothing happened.
Right,
You
yeah,
ain't even
nothing-
working right now, nigga.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing going on right now.
That's slow motion.
Really ain't nothing going on. Shit. But no,
Yeah.
everything cool, man.
Dev, how was your week?
Week was okay. Shout out. Trying to figure out how to word this, man. Kat is dope. Kat Danielle. Shout out to Kat. She was on the pod a little while back. She's a very dope artist, a dope, writer, whatever. She's a creative director for videos. You see he coming. Whenever niggas do the setup, it's something.
No, getting the message.
Okay. Kat is really dope. Okay, shout out to her. She thought about us, reached out. Kind of utilized our space up here to shoot a video on Friday evening.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Logan Kingston. He's a hell of a videographer. Probably one of the best in the city. It was all 100% above board. It was a mistake. Shout out to my nigga, man, Bruce. Man, that nigga put Cat Denial. Hey, Cat, you got a new name. It's called Cat Denial.
Yeah,
But no.
You were saying it was above board and everything.
yeah.
But the
Oh shit! Don't
yeah,
do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Like time of crime. You know what I'm saying? I'ma just say this: the artist left a little bit to be desired, but everything else was dope about.
Oh, you mean the other person that was up here?
He was dope. He was cool peoples though. Let me stop, man.
Oh, I knew what you was about to say.
All right, I'm dead.
Oh, damn.
So that was on Friday.
That was on Friday, man. And we had a little. It ended up being just a 4-piece kick it up here on Friday night for you least. But before that we had the video shoot. Playboy knew where I was going. He knows. Don't lie.
Go ahead and say it.
Playboy the DJ.
Oh
ahead and say
man.
it.
Playboy D-A-DJ.
One of y'all go ahead and say it for the people watching.
Don't lie. Lifetime of crime. It was bad, man. But Cat is dope though. Cat is dope. Cat, hey, shout out to Cat.
So was it a song and then he came in and rapped for a second, or was it his song?
It was his song.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah. That's Queen Cat. That's Queen Cat on IG. But yeah, man. It was a very dope night though. Logan and Cat made it 100% above board. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it was a cool, smooth video shoot. They've done it a million times. Yeah, get off that, please. Just I can't. Nope. Yeah. You see, you about to have me getting in trouble. I ain't gonna make it home tonight. But no. But no, it was cool. It was cool. Just shout out to the people around the city, man, who come and experience what we got.
Yeah,
what we
it's
kind of
dope.
put together up here, and then they are inspired to create up here.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna hate on people, man. The song might end up being the number one song of the summer. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who
Look on that nigga's face.
niggas who got a lifetime of crime, might love it.
I mean, but I feel what you're saying, and then it's I mean, like you know, have they announced that they coming back on Wednesday? I think they have.
Yeah.
So I mean, for people that know Lunchtime Chronicles, they do a show. I think Tuesdays and Thursdays from Ali and Letitia. They do that from because they were both on the show with us before.
Yeah.
Back last year when we were still in the old studio. So Lunchtime Chronicles, they do their thing Tuesday and Thursday. They talk on their lunch break about topics. But then they're bringing back their other show, LTC Uncut. So that'll start being taped live from up here at DMST Studios coming up this week. So like you said, we just
yeah, man,
moving and shaking.
We got a dose of tea that does pod up here. We got LTC starting up on Wednesday.
Still moving.
Different videos and photo shoots and stuff, man. So
we definitely still got to continue to press on with the Studio A concert series.
Yeah, man.
Even though we got a whooping.
Yeah, we got a
whooping.
We got a whooping, but it was a whooping. We didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got to be more strategic about it.
But then my dumb ass double back, and but that's how I am in life, and I got to stop that, man. I double.
Bro,
down.
You told me that on Friday. I had to get quiet for 5 minutes.
I have to tell y'all, nigga.
You kept looking at
Brainstorm was just like.
Motherfucker.
And this nigga sat here saying, he sat here saying,
I'm gonna keep it 100 though.
This is the nigga in me. Yeah, you sat there and said, I'm looking like, nigga, I just had a conversation 2 days ago.
I know it's my gift and curse.
Man,
I swear to God for 5 minutes. I was like, man,
this motherfucker. But no, it wasn't crazy though.
It
wasn't crazy at all.
And the thing is,
it
too,
sounded worse when you showed me the video.
And the scenes actually they did a good. I will say that they did a good job because you was when he was downstairs and then when we came up here, they didn't last no more than maybe 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
So it went
and
fast.
It was a fog machine and not a smoke machine. So it wasn't like a fill up. It was like a light fog and then it dissipated. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't crazy. I would have said no. Like initially, I wasn't here yet. Playboy was here, and he called me like, "Bro, they trying to use a smoke machine." I'm like, "Nigga, no, they can't use it."
Right.
And then he hit me back like, "Well, you said it's just a fogger." I'm like, "Okay, all right, the fogger will be all right."
Yeah,
a smoke machine is different. You know what I'm saying? So
coming out like Goldberg.
You know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't go, bro.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. But and two, if it wasn't Cat and it wasn't Logan, I would have been.
Yeah.
But I know that they know what they're doing, so I wasn't going. We turned it so that it didn't fuck with it. Obviously, we turned it so it didn't fuck with none of the sensors and we ain't had no issues, man. Yeah. But it's not something we could probably. I mean, we could because the alarms, we don't have one in here, which is scary to me. But I'm not even gonna get to that. But anyway,
yeah. Well, that was that.
Shout out to Cat. Shout out to Logan Kingston. Yeah. Our next Studio A concert series might be Cat. It might be Cat Danielle. So we'll talk about that though. But she said she's ready to go. So I got to send her some music this weekend. But she already got a whole catalog of music to do. So. Okay. One of our other homie who was gonna do it, he just got off quarantine for the COVID. So we're gonna let him marinate for about a month or two.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Sound good.
How was your week, man?
I'm trying to think. Actually, hell long. I just had all those assignments I had to get done. It's been long days of just waking up, work, schoolwork, around work, schoolwork, around work, get off work, do schoolwork. Mm-hmm. It's just been a cycle of it for the last 2 weeks. I keep saying, if anybody want to go back to school to do their master's, think about it very hard. Think about it very, very hard before.
I hated school when I had to go. I'm not going to school on my own.
Yeah.
On purpose? I'm going to school on purpose? You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
You know how I am. I just told you we had a video shoot with pyrotechnics a day after you had to talk with. That's how I do school. Like, I don't know. It's a gift and a curse. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, it's kicking my ass. It was a tough 2 weeks, but it's over with now. At least those 2 weeks. So we got 4 weeks to go. Then this quarter is shut down. And I can't wait so I can get on vacation.
Yeah. Right.
So anyway, hopefully, again, everybody in the feed, we hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah, tell us how y'all week was.
Yeah,
God
man.
damn it.
Yeah, interact with us, damn it. No, but yeah, hopefully y'all feeling good in the feed. Have had a good week, had a good weekend.
Well, throughout the week, man.
Got to get out the house a little bit. Hopefully y'all were able to do that. So
hey, real quick, shout out to Cleveland Comedy Festival and the Cleveland Comedy Network. Shout out to Steve Guy. We might within the next month or so, you might see Steve Guy in maybe an affiliate with what he got going on coming through here. They just launched a couple shows or whatever, so it's pretty cool stuff, man. It's on the YouTube. It's Cleveland Comedy Festival YouTube.
I didn't
page.
even check out the one yet with about the movie shot in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's about all the movies and stuff shot. They partner with the Cleveland International Film Festival,
Which was, I think it's still. Is it still going on?
Yeah, it's still going on. I remember I
Okay,
watched. I went to the Cleveland International Film Festival a couple of years ago and watched the premiere of the ESPN Cleveland sports documentary.
The Believe Land.
Believe Land,
Yeah.
And it came out like the weekend, I think, of my birthday, and then we won the championship 2 months later. And they had to go back and revise the ending.
Of it, yeah.
But yeah, it was at like the State Theater. They showed the. But yeah, they used to have it in April. I don't know if they had it this year because
They used to have it in like February.
Yeah.
When I used to work downtown doing valet at the Ritz in Tower City and stuff, it used to be in February. And we used to clean up for that week and a half to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good money.
Someone like valet.
You know how to play it to be good money anyway.
So yeah, so shout out to them, man. Shout out to I Love the CLE. It's out right now, episode 1. We'll keep dropping episodes, man. And the thing I love about with Steve, everybody, man, we just building what we're doing from the ground up, man.
Yeah.
And I love to see people building from the ground up, man. With talent, it's nothing like talent and ambition. It's intoxicating.
Right.
All right, so I guess let's get the heavy shit out the way.
Yeah, let's get it out the way.
Get the heavy shit out the way early. So I said the other day that this may be the last show we do. We may have a verdict.
Before we get a verdict, y'all, not this is the last show we do.
Yeah. Yeah, I said that a little wrong. So this may be the last show we do before we get a verdict, because they do there obviously in the Derek Chauvin trial, they have against with the George Floyd incident or murder.
Right.
I'm not gonna call it an incident; it's a murder. But they do their closing arguments tomorrow, so I'm guessing it's gonna go to the jury tomorrow. You would think. I don't think it's going to take 2 full days or anything like that to do closing arguments.
So we'll start with this one then, right? All right. You said something for the pod.
Yeah. You want me to tell him?
Yeah, go ahead.
I said I think this is actually going to be the one where where we're going to see a conviction. I didn't think it with Trayvon Martin or nothing like that. I never thought it with any of those. I think this is the first one we're going to get a conviction just because I guess my thinking is after all the outrage when it happened, and it was outrage with so many of the other ones, it felt like this country was ready to burn at some point last year. And I just think that with the Trayvon Martin stuff, like you heard the audio, you could hear the screaming in the background and things like that. Michael Brown, you didn't really see audio and all this other stuff or whatever. You could see this man kneeling on this man's neck for 9 minutes and 26 seconds. And I never saw the video until I watched the first day of the trial, and it's very heavy to watch, and a lot of people saw that. I just personally feel like I'll just put it like this: if this ain't the one that gets it, we ain't gonna never get it in this country. It's almost like with the gun control debate right now, where I heard a good quote the other day where somebody was like that if Sandy Hook didn't make people in this country say, hey, we need to look at these gun laws a little bit. If kids getting killed like that didn't make anybody in America say, hey, we got to take a look at this, then it ain't never gonna happen. If this ain't the one. We ain't gonna never get it. We ain't gonna never get it.
You know how I do. I'm just speak my piece real quick. I believe there's I can't even stop moving over here because I'm so just. I have two views, and I'm gonna make them real quick. One, they're gonna convict him because I don't believe they want this fucking country to burn. Because if they don't convict,
I told you I'm ready to get in the car.
niggas is gonna turn the fuck. They turned up when he died. Let alone what's gonna happen when he don't get a conviction for what happened. All the evidence, everything is there. But at the same time, the other side of me is like, well, year after case after case after case after case, et cetera and et cetera. They had video footage. They had the evidence or whatever. And it's just another case of we still not gonna convict this motherfucker. Yeah, that I mean, I'm really right there,
torn between the two.
Between the two, of course I want the conviction. There's a part of me that think maybe because of the nature of how they've been trying to be more, not respectful. I can't think of the term I want to use right now. With the Black Lives and different things, they kind of push the envelope as far as supporting different shit.
They don't want to smoke.
That's how I kind of feel. They don't want to smoke. But there's always that part of me that knows they're arrogant as fuck. They're narcissistic as fuck. And they still will be like, yeah, even though we got all of this, nope. I'm hoping it don't go that way. But, we're going to see. We're going to see, man. We shall see.
This is a crazy analogy, right? I feel like the events from last spring or whatever that was, early summer, when people went crazy around the world, around the country, around the world about George Floyd, it was kind of like the Indians in 95. 95 through 97 Indians. It was just a perfect storm. It was no Browns. Cavs were shitty. So we had
574
straight sellouts. But it was just a perfect storm. Would that ever happen again for the Indians? Probably not. I just think that death happened on camera right at the beginning of the frustration of quarantine. It was the perfect storm for niggas to say, fuck it, fuck this country, or I can't go to work, I ain't got no money, I've been in the house for 2 months, y'all been killing us for hundreds of years, fuck it. I believe we go, and I'm saying this as a matter of fact, because I would be floored if they convict Derek Chauvin, whatever the fuck his name
so you don't think it's coming?
Nah, man. I done been too optimistic in the past. I remember having these conversations with my father, man, and he would just be like, yeah, nah. And then he would just give me the breakdowns of the Huff riots and all this other shit.
I remember.
And I'm like, God, dog. And he like, this is some of the stuff I'll be complaining about. He'd be like, man, this is child's play. I see people get killed on the street in front. They didn't see people get killed on the street in front of their family and police drive off. Like they didn't just, and by they, when I say they, not gonna convict them, and I'm talking about racist white American. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat what I'm saying.
Right.
The racist white Americans in this country are not going. They have never given a fuck, and they're not gonna give a fuck starting now. So I don't know. I would be floored. Of course, I want him to go to prison for the rest of his life, man. But I don't know.
So let me ask this real quick. What exactly is the charge? What are they charging him with specifically?
I wouldn't even be able to name all of them to you.
I mean, the main one. Like, is he being charged with first degree murder, second degree murder?
He's being charged with, but he has multiple charges.
Because if he going after first degree, in my mind,
I don't.
If premeditated murder, he's not gonna get it.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I definitely ain't premeditated or anything like that.
So that's what they're trying to charge him with, premeditated murder?
No. I'm almost certain that's not. As I think I can remember hearing at least like a second degree murder, or something like that.
Yeah. That's basically not the intent, I believe.
He faces 3 charges. Those being second degree unintentional murder, third degree murder. He also faces a lesser charge of second degree manslaughter. What? Listen. I don't think people understand. Even if he does if he gets convicted of second degree manslaughter, people, he's gonna get like probation.
Yeah. Or he'll do a year or 2 and be out. If he get that.
Yeah, if he get that. Second degree Unintentional murder? What the fuck does
And
that
that's the
mean?
thing. You got to understand, man.
What the fuck does that mean?
When we live in the world we live in, you got to understand, man. We ain't the ones. We ain't. You got to understand who's stirring that pot. You feel me, nigga? We're not behind stirring that pot. You got individuals that's got their hand. They the chefs. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they do. Like
That's like your girl accusing you of doing some wild shit, fucking 15 people, and you're like, you know what? I'll tell the truth. I've got to take the trash out.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I'm not here to convict you of trashlessness or whatever. I'm here to. This is crazy.
And my
bro.
whole thing is he being second degree unintentional. Nigga, how more intentional can you get from the video? Like, how's he being charged with some shit that ain't worthy of it? Like, it's just. But see, this is why I personally have not really been following it, because I don't want to suffer emotionally behind this situation.
See, but I feel like no matter what, even if you're not watching it, it's gonna hit you.
I checked different stuff, but I ain't been following because
I'm at home during the day, so like when it's not too busy, I'll make sure the trial is on in the background and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I actually thought the defense. See, this is another thing too. When Trayvon Martin's trial was going on, I thought the defense. I forgot what was going on back then, but they did stuff that just people was like, yeah, I wouldn't have done it that way. I wouldn't have done it that way. I wouldn't have done that. By all accounts and purposes, people are sitting here right now really being like, yo, the defense actually did a really good job with the way they did the trial here.
Can we?
Go.
This is what it says for second degree unintentional murder. Is without intent to affect the death of any person while committing or attempting to commit a felony offense other than criminal sexual conduct, which is cool, in the first or second degree, or violence or drive-by shooting. So, listen, what I'm saying is this, right? Like, how the fuck can you say kneeling on somebody's neck is not, so they're saying unintentional murder or whatever, he can get that because it's not a criminal sexual conduct or a drive-by. But this is the thing, they've written into the fucking law, a drive-by can quote-unquote be I didn't mean to kill that person. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I'm doing a drive-by, I'm trying to shoot Pookie, and I shoot Nuke, I should get unintentional murder, because I didn't mean to kill him.
I get the.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get the
But
logic.
for some reason, kneeling on somebody's neck in the middle of the street
In broad daylight.
does not it doesn't exempt you from getting a lesser charge. Like, that's just as egregious as trying to shoot somebody and kill somebody else. Like, kneeling on somebody's neck and them dying as a result of you doing that is just as horrific as me trying to shoot one dude and not shoot somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? But because drive-by shootings
I know what you're about to say.
are conducted in neighborhoods where the people look like us, it's now being, hey, all this shit was unintentional, unless it's a drive-by, because you shouldn't be driving. What? He didn't mean to kill that person, though.
I agree.
So, but anyway, in essence, man, this dude is going to, if he does get convicted, I believe he's going to get convicted of something lesser than first-degree murder.
Yeah, well, hell, don't even sound like that's a charge right now. Yeah, so
man,
they knew they couldn't get it. That's the problem that we face, and I mean, we don't have to dive into this too heavy, but obviously we had to touch on it just a touch. I mean, just a little bit, but that's the problem. It's because you have to really. Usually, when somebody do something, they overcharge you. Mm-hmm. Like that's what the system does. They overcharge you because they know something's going to get there, something's going to stick, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to this case with the police, you're almost like, okay, well, what can we charge you with that's just enough so that we don't offend these other police? It's like, I just don't get why the only people walking the face of this earth that has a job that you just don't have a system of checks and balances seems to be the police.
Yep.
Doctors have to have malpractice insurance. You know why? Because they can cut your ass open, leave a
fuck
fucking
something up.
utensil in there, and close you up. It fucking happens. Mm-hmm. And you know how much money is spent in malpractice suits this year, or how many costs, the costs associated with hospitals for stuff that they're not supposed to do, the stuff that they don't talk about at different times, the times that you're supposed to go in there and have something done to your elbow, and they get something messed up and they do something to your knee. I mean, little shit like that all the time. But police seem to be the only field in this country where it's like, even if you fuck up, it's just like, hey, no matter what, we got you. We got your back.
And it's nothing we can. This is the fucked up part about it, man. This is
the fucked up part is that people allow it to happen. It's that everybody allows it to happen. Everybody allows it to say, you wouldn't go for it with a doctor. Nigga, if I was a doctor and I left a scalpel in your knee, y'all would be up in arms. I wouldn't be able to practice again. Mm-hmm. But you can shoot a nigga and go get another job in the next county over.
Yeah. I'll put it like this, real quick. They made a good point in the feed, man. When it comes to black men, especially young black men, they get overcharged.
They do it purposely.
And, look, and I'm not, and the example I'm about to use is this. He's being charged for second-degree unintentional murder. But the rap artist, I can't think of his name. I think it's A-Rap, A-R-A-B.
A-R-A-B, yeah.
He just caught 45 years. I'm not glamorizing selling dope or nothing or being a drug dealer, but he caught 45 years. He's going to spend probably the remainder of his life in prison.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, how?
Can we say this, man? Can I just say it? Can I just? Because it's the contradiction. It's the black contradiction, man. It's the black man's, black woman's contradiction. You got to fight against the grain in order to make it, but you also got to concede some shit as being just the way it is in order to go against the grain. It's almost like a dog with a invisible electric fence. You got to know when and where you can't go.
Right.
And that's amongst each other, and it's amongst the fucking society we live in. And in the society we live in, police can do whatever the fuck they want to do, whenever the fuck they want to do it, with absolutely no consequence and no repercussions, man. It's just what it is, man. It ain't right. It ain't wrong. It just is what it is. It's wrong. But it is what it is. Like, what's the point? What I'm saying, what's the point of even classifying it as wrong if we ain't gonna do shit about it? You know, like, it's not, and not even like we ain't gonna do shit. What is it? What is there that we can do? What can you do? Mm-hmm. What can, they're going. It's a never-ending fight, man. I saw this thing from Jamel Hill yesterday. Rest in peace to Black Rob, rapper formerly on Bad Boy. Mm-hmm. She put in "Rest in peace, Black Rob" on her Twitter. Somebody else put, could you imagine if a singer named themselves White Rob? That's it in a nutshell. I don't give a fuck how genuine you think you are as a black person, man. I don't give a fuck how whatever you think you are. I'm telling you, them folks' eyes don't see you the way you see you. Racist white Americans do not see us the way we see us.
Nah. They only see it how they want to see it out of their own eyes.
That's it.
It's just like you saw the case this weekend. Was it in North Carolina where the kid was walking through the neighborhood?
South Carolina.
He was walking. Oh, it was it was in Columbia.
Yeah.
He was walking through the neighborhood, and I mean, I don't know what the background of the story was. It don't even matter what the background of the story was.
Right,
I promise
right.
you, because I think when I first started looking at the article, I saw somebody saying, or even in the video, I think either the man's wife or somebody's like, oh, he was harassing somebody in the neighborhood or something like that.
Then she said,
Let me tell you this stuff. I don't give a fuck if he was harassing somebody in the neighborhood. I'm not gonna say that because if he was a young lady, something like that, if you saw it, when did white people become the police? The judge and executioner of every fucking thing, judge, jury, executioner, everything.
Man,
so this
they
white
came
man,
over them boats, man.
So this big white dude is sitting here. If anybody haven't seen this video, this big white guy sitting here. Kid had to be what? If he was in his 20s, it had to be early 20s. But I would give him maybe 19, something like that. But young black kid, and white guys just all in his face, telling him where he got to go and you got to get out of here. And why are you in this neighborhood? And you came into the wrong neighborhood and this and that. And the kid, at some point, I remember the kid being like, "Yo, I live here."
Where?
I live here.
Show me where. I don't got to show you where the fuck I live.
It's like who gives you the right to do this shit? And I don't even know if
Society,
if the picture is real. Everybody's showing up at the dude's house.
They went to his crib.
That was that. So that's a
they went to his
legit
crib.
picture of people pulling up at his
Yeah,
house.
I was watching videos of that.
I got a question for y'all. We see all of these different examples and different stuff that we used for content as well to discuss, that's going on in the world as far as young black men or black men and black people in general, black women, whatever. Have you ever sat there and really truly thought about what you would honestly do if you was in that situation?
What you mean?
Just like the situation with that, the younger guy.
In?
If you was in a neighborhood and that man walked up on you like that and got to talking to you reckless like that and doing what he was doing, can you honestly?
Well, out of the three of us, he probably only gonna walk up on me because he'll think he can whoop my ass. He ain't gonna think he gonna whoop y'all ass.
You're walking over, but you're limping back.
You know what, man? Yeah, the world got to understand. I know a lot of black people listen to our pod, so we preach to the choir. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think I can speak for a lot of us when I say I think we think shit like that is either happening or about to happen to us pretty often. Very often I get, where the fuck was I at, man? Oh, here. I was in the studio. I was coming into this, I think I told you I was coming to the studio, and I was getting out the car, and I was coming, it had to be like 2-3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And dude was downstairs, and he was like, "You got a space in here?"
Mm-hmm. Just some random dude.
And I'm like, "What?" And I think he saw it on my face. He was like, "Oh, no, we just moved in. Just want to see if it was a cool place."
Oh, I remember you said it.
I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it's nice. You've been here for a couple months, blah, 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 blah." But, like, I think black people got to understand, man, like I'm always...
We're programmed to expect the bullshit in most situations. But...
I would have checked him like I checked White. Like I would have just checked dude. Like, man, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, we can say that. But it's in this like...
The same thing I did with dude downstairs. I just kind of gave him a look like...
I mean, yeah, we going to do that. Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, but
what...
Yeah.
But I think more so to your point, like what would happen if we're really minding our business and somebody tells you like you can't go in the place?
They got me fucked up.
Because we see it happen on video. We know what happens. We know what happens when the police get called.
I've been
what if homie downstairs would have like, hey, nah, show me your keys. You know what are you just?
You got me fucked up. I've been playing this game for 39 years, man, and if I'm on borrowed time, I'm on borrowed time.
I respect that.
I don't really approach life with like fear of like it is what it is, man. I know they don't look at me a certain way. I guess this is the flip side to it. I know they don't expect shit from me. They don't look at me with a kind eye.
Yeah.
And genuinely, authentically, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I didn't go through all the shit I went through, go to college, get degrees, get jobs, all that kind of shit to give a fuck what you thought about me.
You know what?
I don't give a fuck, man. I really don't.
I agree with you. I can honestly say that I think personally, well, first and foremost, I hope and pray that none of my brothers in this room ever have to experience that shit. Mm-hmm. That's number one. Let's get that out the way. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want it to be a situation that something could happen or, just experiencing that in general. But I think I can honestly say for myself personally, the minute that you approach me in a negative way like that, I'm automatically turned to a certain level. It's like my it's like decibels. Like my shit automatically, going up a little bit. I would try my best to maintain myself, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to. It probably would be a situation where it's just like either I'm walking past you and ignoring you,
or the edge kicks in. Your face gonna turn up.
Exactly. Or it's gonna be a situation.
Like if he would have said something, I'd be like, man, I got a space in here. Show me your key. Man, if you don't get the fuck out my like that would have been my honest response. What happened after that, I don't know, but I wasn't gonna be like, yes, sir, here's my key. It's an A key, a P7 key. Man, fuck you, nigga. What the fuck you think I'm walking here for my health? Like, I don't know, but I'm always on edge, man. It was fucked up. I always think that's gonna happen. It's not even like a you know how you got those what would you do's in life and you don't really know. You're like, I wonder what. I always think that when I interact with white people, especially white men, that they're going to be intimidated to the point that they're going to try to get a one-up on me. White men try to what they think is intellectually, but with me, that's not going to happen. So then they try to, with authority, get a one-up. I always believe they're going to try to get a one-up on me. Always. Always. There's not a white man I've ever encountered that I didn't think at some point was going to try to.
He's going to test you.
Yeah, test you just because they're immediately intimidated by our presence. Our presence is intimidating to them. Like the fact that you walk in the fucking room, the fact you exist, the fact that you
that you got the audacity to be on their level at a job or something like that, or be smarter than them, or be better than them at something. Yeah, I get you.
I ain't gonna even lie. I just thought about this now. When we did the Studio 8 concert series, individuals were smoking outside the facility because I was there. I ain't gonna go there, Brace. We was outside and we were not. It wasn't a situation where the entire sidewalk was being,
obstructed.
Yeah, it was a older white guy jogging on the side of the street, and he was coming down. He seen us, went across the street, and ran, and then went back on the side. When he look, I'm not being. Is that being sensitive?
Yeah, because if I'd have been jogging and saw a pack of niggas,
Such you niggers, you fucking ex-slave looking,
you fresh off the boat, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Smoking the weed, and that wasn't weed, no weed.
No, smoking them cigarettes. Nah, man, I'd have been on the other side of the street too.
Smoking the black and mild,
I got it, but it was so funny because it was so funny.
drinking the cognac,
Drinking your Coke 45,
drinking your malt
your
liquor.
St. Ives drinking, pants sagging, nose too big, smelling up all the white man.
Breathing on a white man's air.
Good for nothing swindlers.
good
Filthy
for nothing
tricksters.
swindlers.
Think they're the best dancers.
Hey, shout out to Dave Chappelle. That is the single greatest sketch. Man, I wish every human on earth could have been alive and watched that for the first time. Like when I watched it, like watching that for the first time ever live was one of the funniest things I've ever
The black
seen.
white supremacists,
man.
yeah.
Black white supremacists was funny as fuck, man.
Oh man.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we need to trans. We need to kind of be moving on anyway, because we didn't want to be too heavy too long. Then it's just
Right.
the last thing I got on it, because we mentioned his name before the show, the Dante Wright thing, which happened right outside of Minnesota too, where it's just like, I think it's the Chris Rock.
They never
joke.
learn, bro.
I think it's the Chris Rock joke. It's either him or Chappelle. One of them make the joke. It's like you would think they would just shoot a white kid just to even the shit out a little bit, just to take the pressure off, just a touch. But nah, they just nah. It don't matter. The trial is going on 10 miles north up the road. And here y'all go. Just I'm gonna go shoot a nigga and say I thought it was my taser.
Hey, can I say this real quick too, man? Because he a hood nigga. His videos of him flashing money. Okay, he broke away from the police, tried to get back in the car. Yes, committing a crime is not a death sentence, man. He was guilty of obstruction of justice, evading the police,
trying to evade and flee the
trying
police.
to escape. He was guilty of all of it. The problem I have with racist white America, let's say this shit. Let's say it with fucking conviction.
Yeah.
The issue I have with racist white America is if any black man is guilty, he deserves to be dead.
Yeah.
That's the rationale that fucks with me.
It really comes to, it's like, oh well.
It's
really
he was a criminal anyway.
It's really a oh well. Where the video was out this week where the older white guy, and it's somewhere in the South, where he was running from the cops. Like he's really in the car. He takes off, like knocks a couple cars out the way in his truck. There's a cop hanging off the side of the truck as he goes speeding away. That man got arrested and taken to jail. If there is not the poster child for I was scared for my life ever. They're not scared of them. They're only scared of us.
They're scared of us. They're terrified of us, and if we present a threat, we will be murdered. And every complicit white American human being is okay with that. The complicit ones. They're okay with you being murdered if he's not one of the good ones.
Because you notice what they do anyway as soon as they're murdered. They bring up their negative history, past history or whatnot. I mean, that's the reality.
Every hood nigga don't deserve to be murdered, man. He was a hood nigga. Yeah, he was a hood nigga.
And you know what was trippy about that too? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What was trippy about that too is like he had called his mom and said he was being pulled over for air fresheners. When I first heard that, I was like, this got to be the most stupidest answer you tried to give to being pulled over. But then you hit the Googles. There are states that you can really be pulled over for having something hanging from your rearview mirror, and air freshener is one of them. Because they say people are sitting there fighting against it in all these different states because it's the reason to pull someone over. And they'll say, oh, it's obstructing your view. Okay, I get it. I can see if you got like back in the day. Remember people would put
dice?
like the baby shoes and the dice. I can
I'm
air
gonna get some
freshener dog.
dice.
Air freshener dog. But that's the reason they can use to pull you over, and then they can sit there and do whatever else after that. And of course, in a country like this, where there are racist people who are use the badge, they will pull you over as that excuse to just pull you the fuck over and try to get you out the car. So yes, when you have a rule like that or a law like that that's in place, yes, the people like the ACLU and things like that are fighting against it because it's probably going to disproportionately affect the people that look like us because they're scared of us and they always assume that we got something on us. It's almost like the movie I said that Playboy, you said you checked it out. Dev, you haven't yet. The Two Distant Strangers that's on Netflix. It's like a 29-minute movie. The shit is dope. I couldn't imagine. I was going to text it to y'all yesterday. I just forgot.
It's 29 minutes?
29-minute short film. It actually won awards, I think, at Tribeca and stuff like that. And actually, I think it's nominated for an Academy Award in the short film category.
Right.
So I won't tell you what it's really about. But I couldn't I couldn't imagine a situation where it's just like you're trying your best to avoid something happening with the police, and no matter what. It just, and that's how all these interactions are with the police right now. Yeah, you can sit there and do everything you said. The guy in what Virginia the other week or West Virginia the other week, the military guy who did everything they asked him. I mean, the only thing he did wrong was drive at a very slow rate of speed to a lit gas station or whatever it was, so that he didn't get pulled over in the dark and got treated like shit in a military uniform. The one thing that they love more than anything else in this country, they love the military and the flag in this country. You know what I'm saying? And they still treated him that way. I mean, it's just like he did everything he was. So you ask us to do, hey, comply. There's nothing wrong with asking the question, hey, why am I getting pulled over? Half the time, if I know I'm doing 50 and a 25, I know why the fuck I got pulled over. Any other time, you don't necessarily, you can, hey, guys, why'd you pull me over?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's two angles. It's both of what y'all said. Dev said it, hit it on the head. They terrified, number one. You know the other side of this that we just ain't saying? They're racist and they just hate us. Yeah. That's the reality. It ain't even necessarily just terrified. You got these motherfuckers that just do not generally like us because of the color of our skin. Mm-hmm. Period.
And the world got to understand, especially my fellow white brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
You got to understand, man, if I get pulled over, it could be a wrap for me. And I know that.
Right.
And I drive to and from work every day, to the studio, pick my daughter up. Getting in the car is a risk for a black man, man.
It used to be like, oh, you don't know if you're going to get to come back home because you might think about a car accident or something. No, we thinking about the fact that if you get pulled over and if you say the wrong thing or you move too fast or you jerk too much or something like that, yeah, that might be your last traffic stop ever.
I was on my way to Panera for lunch on Friday. I was talking to Leah on the phone. And I'm on my way to Panera. I'm on Memphis on the west side. Police car gets behind me. I just pull into a parking lot in front of this like Italian restaurant. I'm still talking to Leah, right? We just talking about whatever. I forget what we was talking about. So car gets behind me. I pull into the lot. Wait for a minute. We still talking. I back out and I started riding again. I started laughing. I'm like, I just pulled into a lot because the police car was behind me just to let the police car go. I'm on my way to get some fucking soup.
On your
and
lunch
half
break.
A sandwich.
On your lunch break.
On my lunch break. But it's just wired into my head.
As an educator.
And I'm laughing because I'm on the phone with her and I didn't break character.
But it's just automatic.
I just started laughing. And she was like, what you laughing at? I'm like, I just pulled into a lot.
Bro, that's so horrible on so many levels that. Because the reason I'm saying that is because I just went through it like last week. I was just driving, coming from, I was on Broadway and I busted a right on 71st. And a cop followed me from Broadway all the way to 71st, got behind me. I took that 5 minutes out of my life to pull over out of fear.
Yeah.
I pulled over to a gas station just to sit.
Yeah.
I wasn't going, my tank was on full. I just pulled to sit because I didn't know what his intentions was.
You gotta do it, man.
It was 2 white cops in the car. And I literally took 5-10 minutes out my life out of fear of what may have transpired or what was going to happen in the next 10 minutes. That's that shit is so fucking wrong on so many levels to have that mentality or be in fear of your life. You really in fear of your life because you just driving?
Yeah.
Like, this shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
So I really want to, for all of our brothers and sisters out there, man, we really want y'all to be safe out there. Again, with this week, again, we got a verdict this week, and I guess I say I think he's getting convicted. Playboy's on the fence, and Dev says no.
Yeah, I just not that I don't hope he does, or you know.
No, I know what you're saying, but
I don't know. I don't think he is, man.
Oh, I get it. When you've been through so many different times where every last one could have been convicted and they don't, you start to being like numb to the shit almost.
Man,
but I do. There is a part of me that honestly thinks that because of the nature of what will transpire, I'm not gonna say may. I'm going to tell people right now
what will. It's
transpire.
It's a wrap.
If they do not convict this dude, it's going to be a situation.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap in a lot of different places and in a lot of different cities. It's really going to be a wrap.
You know what's going to be the smack in the face with this bullshit second unintentional shit? If he don't even get convicted for that, that's going to be the slap in the face. He should be facing murder 1 for real, or murder or 2 at the least. But he facing 2nd degree, unintentional, and 3rd degree.
Think about the beat.
And if he beat that shit, it's it's a slap in the face.
So like the definition of unintentional murder.
It's bullshit.
If you, I think it's 1st degree murder, whatever.
Unintentional murder has got to be like manslaughter to me. Like what? Why do you have to have unintentional murder if you got manslaughter?
Right? Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's the nature.
Last thing I will say on it, I saw a meme floating around this week that said the biggest mistake people made was letting George Zimmerman get off. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And I look, I ain't that much of a violent person until you push me, you know, like Pac. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
You know what I'm saying? But it's truth in that. It's truth in that because it's like all these people who walk around talking about how tough they are, and we doing this in this neighborhood, and we getting into it with each other, and we can have beef with each other, and we can shoot up our own neighborhoods and our own people. But it's like, yo, if there was one motherfucker that should have been taken out, like as soon as the nigga got off, as soon as the nigga hit the streets, as soon as he started talking shit and being online and selling T-shirts that say this, if it was one person that should have been touched.
But this is the fucked up part. I know we ain't going.
And I know we ain't encouraging it. I'm not just saying it. But
right.
if there was one person that should have been touched, if you would have started saying, okay, this is what y'all gonna do, all right, I bet you some shit changes.
But it only speaks to you 100%. You 1,000,000% right. Like there's nothing more right that come out your mouth. It just speaks to what people need to realize are the circumstances behind niggas being on the bullshit in the streets. They're not in love with the streets. The world believes black people are killing people in the hood because they like killing,
and we're out there selling crack and
because
dope
we like crack.
Because we like the smell of it in the kitchen.
We're doing this shit.
I like the smell when it bubbles up. You know what I'm saying?
We're doing this shit. I remember shout out to Bill. We was at but it wasn't his shirt. I think it was something Pac said to somebody. But it was like we hustle out of a sense of hopelessness and desperation.
Yeah.
But he had that shit on his shirt, hooping at the creek one day. I'm like, Bill's, I'm not guarding that nigga, man. He got on a shirt to say I hustle out of the sense of hopelessness and desperation. Somebody else can guard that nigga. Anyway, like he definitely from like 71st or something. But
he definitely from Garden Valley.
Yeah, that's a Garden Valley nigga. No questions asked. But like a lot of that street shit is done out of hopelessness, desperation, no other. So if we just enjoyed murder, we would have murdered George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman being alive should, in a world that makes sense, prove to people that we are inherently violent. We are violent due to our circumstances. It was Jay-Z. We hustle out of a sense of hopelessness.
Can I live? Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, sort of a desperation. Could you imagine nigga with that shirt on? We hustle out of a sense of hopelessness, sort of a desperation. That was it. That was all he had on his shirt.
Yeah,
we gotta rock that song as soon as the pod is over the day. You talking about when that beat kicks in on that song, man?
Through that desperation, we become addicted. Sort of like the fiends we accustomed to serving.
Yeah.
We feel we have nothing to lose, so we offer you we offer you our lives, right? What do you bring to the table? I'm reading it like a book because Jay-Z is a fucking philosopher.
He's a fucking genius, man. He's a fucking genius.
But it's real shit, man. People hustle out of a sense of hopelessness. It's real talk. Like, they not murdering because they love murder. All these, Derek Chauvin wouldn't be on trial. Niggas would be out here murdering. Mm-hmm. It's not in our nature, man, but we will survive, though. Mm-hmm. We will survive, bro. We gonna figure that shit out.
So let me ask you a question, too. I know. So let's transition a little bit. We you're talking about how people aren't out there selling crack and stuff like that because they want to or something like that. I feel a little bit of weirdness because one of my favorite shows on TV is Snowfall. Snowfall is about the era of crack. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's what people went through in that. You see at times they struggle with the fact that.
Don't tell me a goddamn thing.
No, I'm just saying you see at times they struggle with the fact that they know what they're doing is destroying their community. Yeah. But guess what? I fucking love the show. Yeah. And it's like, should I feel bad about loving a show that's talking about what the fuck was killing our community?
No. The thing about this nigga, you got to right click it. You got to right click, open a new tab. The other one. Oh, okay. I don't think it's an issue because it's like it's telling a story. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's pretty much documenting our history. I love, but I'm also a nigga like who was talking before the podcast who want to drive across the country and make 10-hour trips, 16-hour trips. So
no problem to you. Even though I wouldn't mind being in an RV and going around the country. That would be dope. But I wish we could all quit our jobs
and just do that one, man. That'd be dope.
Let this Dogecoin kick in, baby.
Well, I'm off in the suburbs.
Let this shit kick in, baby. Let this Dogecoin kick in that we just invested in up in this motherfucker.
We to the moon. But
we gonna rent 5 RVs.
Back to back like a tour.
All the DMST fam come with us. Everybody take off work. We just gonna be going around the country. That would be dope as fuck. Going around the country just.
What's your salary, man? Take that with you.
Just recording shows. Imagine we pull up at some landmark somewhere. We just fucking pull the cameras out and do the show like, hey, we go live when we go live.
I want to do this. This is a very man. Somebody better not take this idea.
Don't say it. No, go ahead. I want to hear it.
I want to do a series of, I don't know, we have to brainstorm, no pun intended, what the pods would be. Well, whether it's talks or whatever, I want to go around to black cultural relevant sites and do, I don't know, maybe not pods, but like I want to go and pull up into the in front of the house from Family Matters. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Set up a camera and do a pod from in front of that house. I want to drive up to the corner of the street from Amsterdam in The Wire and do some shit. I want to go to the house from Boys in the Hood where they were sitting on the porch or whatever.
They don't know.
They don't show. They don't show. They don't give a man what's going on in the hood. So I want to go around I want to go around the country to all these different houses because I already have an infatuation with shout out to Boozy, pulled it up. I have an infatuation with looking into the actual landmarks. Like Martin's apartment is an actual.
I was about to say they actually redid the house.
Yeah, they redid everything around the house and not the house.
Oh, that's
so they redid. Like, look at the house next to it. They redid everything around that house, but not the house.
It still looked different from the way you used to look on the show. But go ahead.
But like Martin's apartment is an actual apartment.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like shit like that. I want to go to like what building did they use for King's Towers? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to go. I don't know. Right. I don't know if it's a photo shoot or if it's a quick 10-minute blur. But if I was rich enough to do that and I had the time, I would do that, bro. I would go to the apartment. And I will go online. Like all these guys. There you go. I researched all of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like all of them, all of the places in black history that are like actual like building structures that they use for like the pictures outside.
Yeah.
I've researched like do they really exist? And
all right, somebody hit that lottery so we can all quit and go.
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be a dope way to spend the summer, just going to hit stuff like that.
Yeah, it would be.
Could you imagine that shit?
Real quick. Oh fuck, Bruce, get your fingers ready to find some shit for this one. We got to sit in this one for a second. Y'all know how much I love the Jamie Foxx show, right?
Oh no, I know where you're about to go. Hey, hold on. Before we do this, let's talk about Nicoré. Let's talk about Nicoré Apparel real quick, man.
Come back.
Apparel for truth tellers, man. Nicoré Apparel is a sponsor of ours here at DMST. If you like telling the truth, go get you some Nicoré Apparel, NOK or RE apparel.com, man. Use the code DMST. at checkout. Get 10% off your purchase. Hey, do us a favor. Even if y'all haven't bought anything yet, just go over to the website and check it out. You never know, like, if you're going to find something. Go do that for us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all eating y'all black eyed peas and everything tonight on a Sunday. Y'all eating good.
Black eyed peas.
Why can't it be white eyed peas? No, but go visit the website, man, and actually go cop something too. But yeah, we'll be back with y'all in a second, y'all. DMST Pod.
Yeah.
Nakore Apparel is a lifestyle brand inspired by and created for those who unabashedly seek, speak, and live in truth. Nakore is the African Adinkra symbol for truthfulness, and the clothes speak truth in all its forms with the ultimate aim of love and justice. If you're down to expand the culture, break barriers, and eradicate injustice wherever you find it, then Nakore Apparel is the brand for you. Go to NakoreApparel.com. That's N-O-K-O-R-E Apparel.com.
Nakore, apparel for truth tellers.
Okay, y'all, we back, man.
Playboy had to piss. You know what I'm saying? He'll be back in a minute.
We're back, y'all.
He had to pee. He had to drain the lizard. He'll be back in a minute.
So I was thinking about something. It kind of plays right into this thing I know you're about to go into, because I was thinking, like, we're actually having a renaissance of black TV shows.
Are we?
In a sense, you do have the Snowfall out
true.
there.
No, you're right.
You got the Issa Rae and the Insecure, which is going to be starting this last season soon. You got the ABC show, The Blackish. You got the Grownish.
You got Mixed.
I mean, you got Mixed-ish. I mean, we are having a black renaissance of television shows in a sense. Like I said, you got the FS shows. You got Atlanta. You know, I already said Snowfall. Like I said, you got Atlanta. And so I think we're starting to see it again, where we are starting to create and be good. And I'd want to know what y'all thought about that, because I feel like we are.
Yeah, we definitely are. I let them know you had to go piss real quick. But no.
But I will say, you could go ahead and take that one. The new one that I know you're about to bring up. I only watched one episode though.
Keep it at that, brother. It never gets better. Okay, all right. I'm hoping Jamie Foxx got like a deal because he about to do like the Mike Tyson movie.
Just say
you 80-year-old
40 nigga.
So y'all know that I believe we've talked about it on the pod. You can go back and research. Jamie Foxx to me is the Jamie Foxx show to me is the best sitcom of all time. It's my all-time favorite. Mm-hmm.
But this
hurts. This hurt. Like, Coming to America is my favorite movie of all time. Coming to America, like the second one, was digestible. Okay?
It's palatable.
This is one of, if not the worst fucking sitcom I have ever seen, man.
So what's the name of it? We got to get a name of it.
It's called Dad Stop Embarrassing Me.
On Netflix.
I told Bracer, we had a conversation off air about it, and the first thing I said was that I thought it was corny as fuck.
It's horrendous.
It's so scripted it's over scripted. Like you could almost know what they're gonna say, what they're gonna do next.
It's almost like insert joke here, insert laugh here.
Exactly.
It's just, but you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I was in the salon the other day. You know, so I can shake my dreads now. I was in the salon on Friday getting my hair twisted. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to Danielle, the chick who does woman. Sorry, not chick. She does my hair. And I don't think we give enough credit to. Oh man, remember the scene from Martin? I had his name. Is it Marcus? What? Remember the Almond Brown scene in Martin when he was DMV?
He's just gonna use you,
Almond Brown.
Oh, yeah,
He's gonna use you, Almond. Yeah. He's actually the writer for Martin. He's the writer for the Jamie Foxx show. Mm-hmm. He's the writer for a lot of these shows from the late 90s, early 2000s. Mm-hmm. And we need to give him way more credit. That's Marcus something. Can't remember his name, man. Mm-hmm. But he's the writer for those shows, and it's like, or that team, because I think he brought on Chris Spencer to help with the Jamie Foxx show. But that team created a lot of black content, and damn, man, they needed. Is he alive?
I don't know.
Because I don't understand, man. I don't understand like because I was watching Jamie Foxx show a couple weeks ago. Oh, we might have been up here watching it that one day.
Yeah.
And it was Jamie Foxx in his heyday on the Jamie Foxx show was unmatched. The line on the show was just sex can complicate things. That was the line. That's all the line said. Yes, comma, sex can complicate things. Right. The nigga Jamie Fancy said, sex complicates things, Jamie. That nigga said, yes, sex can't complicate things. It was the way he did it. And I'm like, fuck, who would have like, and I was hoping like that he would still have that
energy.
You know what I mean? Because he just delivered a line of like 4 or 5 words in the way it's almost like having a sing. It's like, it was talking about LTD Love Ballad. It's the way Jeffrey Osborne sang.
Let's be honest.
What a difference.
Three grown niggas was up here singing LTD Love Ballad before the show.
What a difference.
4 of us.
I don't know.
I'm sitting there watching Bruises. This motherfucker
it's like something new. But it's the way he delivered those lines. Yeah. It wasn't nothing special to the lyrics. He just delivered them a certain way. Yeah. And I just don't understand, man, how this show was that bad.
Yeah.
Name a sitcom you've seen but worse than that with a higher profile person.
I mean, what I don't get is like
that was better than that was worse than BET shows when they tried to like. Remember Tatiana Ali had a show on BET. Yeah. With oh my God,
that was what Martin produced that show.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? What is going on?
Yeah. I mean, to me, I feel like it's when what gets me is how do people who have been on successful stuff in the past. Jamie Foxx is one of the funniest black sitcoms of all time. David Alan Grier and Jamie Foxx were on In Living Color, which is one of the best sketch comedy shows of all time. Mm-hmm. So how do you put something out, like something in you has to know, like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you have to know. And I understand that you get paid, so obviously you got paid by Netflix, so you got to get something out there. But at some point, this ain't it. Like it's Netflix. You can do what you want to do, and I understand. It's a show about him being a father and something like that. But it's just like I watched the first episode and it made the first episode. I'm not gonna talk about it for people that want to see it, but the first episode made
give it away so niggas don't gotta watch this show. I should give you niggas the we're gonna do a special podcast. I'm gonna give you this transcripts to this fucking show so you don't gotta waste your time watching it.
I was sitting there. I had my little lunch. I'm sitting there.
I got so happy.
I was just like, oh shit, because I forgot you had said something about it, and it popped up. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to watch this. I sat there, nigga. I took one bite of my food. I was like,
the fuck.
I was like, the show was so bad. I took my food. I don't even want this shit.
I want this shit. I don't want this fresh, slowly aged steak. I don't want this shit. This nigga was eating immaculate food. I don't want these scallops.
Can we talk about the fact of the growth of Playboy?
Playboy
at one point never watched TV.
Yeah. Now he's watching bad TV.
Now,
right? I thought y'all niggas said this shit was good, nigga.
Y'all tried to tell me TV was good. I done watched it now. It's this Jamie dude you've been telling me about, and he's trash.
This is why I don't watch TV. The shit. I mean, he's despicable.
He got up mad. That's why I don't watch TV.
I mean, he watched the thing I'm talking about on Netflix that you haven't seen.
Oh yeah, the half hour show. Oh, that was dope. That was dope. Yeah,
it was a good concept. Yeah.
Jamie, man, I think he's one of the greatest pure entertainers of all time, man. He one of the greatest pure.
No, you good.
He out here getting freaky over there on the computer, man. Shout out to the feed. They ain't had nothing to do with us. Them tigress eyes he had pulled up. You know what I mean? But I'm messing with you.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing over here. That ain't us.
Oh, there you go. There the sensual eyes go. But no, man. I don't know. I don't even know what to say, man. I'm fucked up over that, man. I really am. I realized why they didn't like hype it. They didn't promote it because he knew it wasn't shit.
He was making the rounds on a little bit of radio. I heard him on Sway.
Oh,
Sway in the morning. He was making the rounds a little bit. I had started seeing the previews of it. After I heard the whispers about it coming. So I think the first time I saw the preview was on like YouTube or something. And I saw the preview. I was just like, yeah, this ain't gonna be funny.
I scrolled down Twitter the day before. Like I might have scrolled down Twitter 3 hours before it debuted, and I was like, is that Jamie Foxx on a promo for a TV? Like that's how I found out.
You know what? It's almost you know how I truly feel about this. when you got people like Martin or Will Smith or
Leave it
Jamie
alone.
Foxx, when you have such classic shows before, you can't do another show
Yeah, you can.
almost.
Because you need Fancy and Braxton. If you don't got Fancy and Braxton and Uncle Junior and them, it ain't gonna be the same show, man.
Yeah, it's like you can't do another show.
And you know what? Oh yeah. Scroll again.
It's cool. We're cool. We after the show.
But hey, what was I about to say, man?
You talk about when we talk about the characters and stuff. That you got to kind of have that. But see, you got to. I think what it is like people got to remember that you can't recreate a vibe. And so it was almost like when he does another sitcom after being on an iconic one like the Jamie Foxx show, you got to understand that it's not going to be that. So you got to think about that going in as the consumer. The same way we looked at the Coming to America, the second one, that it's not going to be the original one.
Yeah.
You know,
got to give us time to prep, though, Jamie. I learned about that shit the night before and watched it at midnight and was...
Yeah, I wouldn't have ruined my night.
I
did one episode and I was just like, yeah.
And you know what's crazy? It's almost, those shows too are almost like rappers and singers' first album. Unless they got the same drive and passion in them. Like the first Jamie Foxx show had a lot of Jamie Foxx's real life experiences in the show.
Right.
He was from the Terrell, Texas.
Texas.
Like it was like his East 1999 Eternal. Like it was his break. Like you can't try to make another Crossroads, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Jamie Martin. Like it was like almost like when Cosby Show tried to make Cosby. It just wasn't. It wasn't the Cosby Show.
Some things just have to be left alone.
Yeah, man.
Just leave them as classics. And
Damn,
not saying
man.
that you can't work and do other things.
You can't
Honestly,
do
I would have liked to see them do more music. Honestly,
Damn, man.
you know.
I don't know why. Well, maybe it's the same thing with like groups. I just wish people stuck and stayed with the shows longer. I would like to see I don't know, man. I don't know. Even him and Fancy with a show, and then he got kids, and I don't know. Braxton a single
Something
dad
like
with
that
a corny ass son. It's like Braxton and Jamie and Fancy kid play basketball somewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, but not this, bro. This wasn't it, man.
This is not it. I mean, I'm going to try to check out a couple more episodes, but I just
I'm telling you, it's torture.
The furthest I got was to David Allen Greer and Jamie as the uncle and the sister having the barbecue.
Oh,
Did you watch that?
yes.
That's the last.
I watched the whole. I watched it.
You watched
I'm a
yeah.
Jamie fan, man. I tried all 8, man. I was in. I just never got better.
It's horrible, man.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Man. It's a couple funny Jamie moments because Jamie funny, but I don't know, man. Writers must really, really.
Do you think as artists you reach a point when you're successful like you are, that you kind of lose your when you make it, quote unquote, that you kind of lose your creativity a little bit? Or your energy to try to like really.
You don't have that same it's like that first album. It's like that first album, nigga. You pouring all your shit into it.
Or you get that first championship,
yeah,
and stuff like that, and it's hard.
You
to
turn into
keep that.
Kyrie. Now you wear mini fros.
Yeah,
Right.
That nigga picks his afro every day. Kyrie got the worst afro.
Oh, it's funny.
He got a 60s freedom fighter afro, nigga.
Freedom fighter. I got something for your asses.
You're not gonna silence us. No justice, no peace, face ass. All right, what we got,
I did want to say this too. I kind of added in my phone this week when we talk about people getting their flowers and stuff like that while they're still here. Because Babyface had a birthday on April 10th, I think it was. That's another motherfucker that needs to be getting bouquets of flowers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like we talk about how nobody can beat R. Kelly in the verses, and that's fine.
Ooh, that would be
That's
a
fine.
good one.
Babyface has written
Ooh.
some excellent
you know what?
fucking
Ooh.
songs.
Baby,
But R.
you
but-
make me
but-
go to
but-
my archives.
but R. Kelly is for the culture. Nobody can beat R. Kelly in the verses.
You know what?
But Babyface, I thought about it the other day. Like,
That's a hell of a.
That would be the ultimate versus Babyface versus R.
Never keep a secret's whip appeal.
Man,
Because he go back to the deal.
And the songs he wrote for other people.
Deal 2 occasions. All the songs he produced and wrote for people.
That's the thing with like that's what made the Earth, Wind and Fire Ozzy Brothers one so fire.
When Can I See You Again?
Yeah, man.
Babyface got some joints, man.
A lot of they
This is for the cool.
fight. That's why I continue to this day. I know people don't give her a shot. That's why I give Rihanna a shot against Beyonce. It's because Rihanna's hits are bangers. They're not just like, oh, some good songs, nigga. They are chart toppers. They were world stoppers, nigga. They were like defined. Like she got like 5 to 8 motherfuckers. Like she got some. Now, obviously Beyonce is better, but I give her a shot. In that case, she the Babyface because Babyface's top songs can compete with R. Kelly's top songs, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt. That's true, without a shadow of a doubt.
That would be amazing.
That would be a good one, man.
And I know he was already on the verse because he did the one with Teddy Riley. That's the one.
That was the one that kicked off the fucked up.
And then they wound up doing. I think they ultimately did it again.
No, they did.
I think. But that was the one that was really messed
But Teddy
up.
Riley is somebody too who wrote for so many different people.
Yeah. The messed up part is, unfortunately, we ain't never gonna see it.
No, we're not.
Because we ain't gonna never see him again, probably.
Yeah, but I like I said,
Kels?
Yeah, Kels.
I step into his place, man. Oh, this is all the shit he wrote?
Yes. I got it going to where
God,
he the artist.
damn.
He the artist of. I mean, like he the writer or is.
So let's pull this up.
Him and himself.
Pull it up on the screen. I'm gonna pull it up over here so we can.
It's on Wikipedia, but then when you go to artist, you gotta click it so that it'll be like in alphabetical order, and then you can see like what he did, and it shows the co-writers as well.
Yeah, he wrote.
So pull that up real quick and let's look at this, man.
That's crazy. He responsible for groups like After 7. Like, nigga, you know, he got his catalog is
SWV all night long. Tevin Campbell always in my heart. Tony Braxton, Another Sad Love Song.
he got some Boys and Men.
Baby by TLC.
Yeah, I was just watching the hip hop underground yesterday. They were talking about when it started coming out of Atlanta, when L.A. Reid and Babyface went to Atlanta and they started working with TLC and stuff.
I'm gonna say this.
Damn, best of me, Chrisette Michelle.
I'm gonna go on the edge.
Best thing I never had, Beyonce.
I'm gonna go on the
Holy
edge. Hold on.
shit.
I'm gonna go on a limb. This ain't even a limb. If we talking about just writing for people,
It's Babyface, bro.
Babyface is probably, the top person.
Breathe Again. Golly.
Oh, yeah,
talking about hits?
Can we
like,
talk Tevin Campbell?
Tony has said that.
This nigga wrote everything.
Tony Braxton has said that he is so much responsible for. She was on the Face records when she came out. How he is so responsible for her career because he was writing those songs.
Oh, damn, man.
Yeah, he's probably
I'm only in the C's, nigga, not in red.
right. He's probably 90% responsible for all the music we've loved growing up.
Damn.
Like for real, and still love to this day.
Knock Down My Heart by the Boys. He wrote Down My Heart. That was their only
Just
fucking
down
hit.
my heart.
Damn,
Hey.
Babyface wrote every fucking thing.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Don't Be Cruel, Bobby Brown. Come on, man.
Bruh. I don't think nobody fucking with. I used to say nobody fucking with R. Kelly, but I don't even think R. Kelly.
Ain't nobody fucking with his pen, but R. Kelly wrote.
Yeah.
R. Kelly wrote a lot of shit.
Yeah,
too. If we look that up.
Yeah. To be honest, so.
End of the road, Boys to Men. Hey,
Closure.
Babyface. Ain't nobody fucking with Babyface wrote other niggas' best songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't even got his songs. He wrote other niggas' best songs.
Right.
We ain't giving Teddy Riley Babyface. We didn't know what Versus was. That was almost disrespectful to kick Versus off.
It was too
with
early.
that one.
It was too.
They got to
early
double
in the
back
game.
with Babyface, man.
All
Wow.
right. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base with y'all on
Yeah.
that one.
Oh, he wrote Shoot.
Oh shit.
Shoot-a-doop. Man, this nigga wrote
You
everything.
about waiting hell, George?
Yeah, he wrote everything, man.
Comes up.
Hey.
Exhale. That's what it is.
Damn, man. All right, I'm done. I just can't believe this.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go back when I get home. I'm honestly gonna look up Babyface all his credits.
I'm gonna make a playlist. Nigga, what all
Right.
the shit he wrote. Wow, this is wild, but I didn't know that. I really didn't.
So, like I said, people need to. That's somebody that definitely needs to get his flowers.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing the songs that he's responsible for.
This
the
nigga
sounds.
wrote Hovey Baby.
Are you talking about the
This nigga wrote
That
Jay-Z
chorus.
verses, nigga.
Stop it.
Rest like shit, nigga. Stop it.
Fuck Babyface. He off the track.
Fuck that nigga.
Fuck that nigga, man. Babyface ain't beat nobody, nigga. Ain't nobody humping around. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of Babyface is responsible for a
My
lot.
bad. I just keep going through these. I can't believe he wrote all these songs.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. Think about all the years he been involved.
Can y'all imagine Babyface's house? Can we take a second?
That's what I was getting ready to say
That's,
previously.
if we gonna do a pod somewhere, I mean, why not shoot for the moon?
Babyface, we come to your crib.
Yeah, come on.
This nigga got a play. You'll never even know he was there, literally.
At all.
Nigga.
Nigga, we be in the east wing, the southeast wing. Shit.
Yeah, man.
I'll make love to you, boys to men.
I told you he's responsible for a lot of fucking hits, bro. I'm telling you. Babyface. The man.
All right, let's get out here on something easy. Let's get out here on something light this week.
He wrote Tevin Campbell's whole career. My bad. I done seen 4 Tevin Campbell songs. All the ones I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Literally.
ready. Can we talk? All of them.
All his hits.
All of them. Wrote by Babyface.
All right, so let's get out of here on the easy one.
Yeah.
I want to ask y'all because I'm not hip to all the specifics on the Aaron Donald thing, but it's just, are you supposed to take an L in a fight because your friends got into a fight? Just an honest. I
don't know what happened. So what happened with Aaron Donald?
All I really know about that situation is that supposedly they were at a spot like some type of private party, which is like over a bar or a club or something like that. So somebody's personal home or apartment or whatever, and somebody in there was obviously intoxicated. Bumped into Aaron Donald or whatever. His people saw that he was drunk or whatever. But usually if that's the money, your boys around you're gonna be the one to say, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" Mm-hmm. So I think it was kind of one of those situations. The dude that was drunk got tossed out. Ultimately, Aaron and his friends wound up leaving the party too. They ran across the dude supposedly, I guess, outside, and the guy was kind of getting whatever. So I think what happened more so was his boys or maybe so other people was just like whatever. And I think at some point Aaron Donald was actually the one trying to pull people off of him or something like that.
Yeah.
But the guy obviously he just see people he trying to charge everybody. Of course, and the most famous person there, you gonna kind of go after more. But I just thought about that and I was just thinking like, are you obligated to take an L just because your friends are fighting? I already know this nigga. This nigga's gonna let me get my ass whooped at the bar one time. So.
No,
Look, this is the easiest answer of the night. Nigga, if all three of us is out and damn you getting jumped or brainstorm,
we gotta whoop
I
somebody
have to
else.
get
Yeah.
in it. I can't. I'm not gonna sit there and watch like damn this nigga in his ass. Look at this nigga
But
here.
what if you know you're gonna take an L? I'm sorry, are you obligated to take that L? I'm asking for a friend.
So if you over there with like Aaron Donald, you a bitch. I'm supposed to be like,
Now if that's the case,
If that's the case,
I'm gonna
yeah.
grab you like nigga, quit talking.
Aaron, this nigga crazy.
He had too many.
Let me get this nigga away from you. You mean so that way, like
I mean, like that's something different. Like if we know somebody's mouth got him in trouble, that's something different. But like, let's just say we don't know why somebody was fighting, but it's like say it's like 10 of them. It was really only the 2 of y'all, so you know that if you get here, you probably gonna take an L. So are you obligated to take an L just because of your friend or something like that?
I can answer this a little bit real quick. There's absolutely nothing wrong with talking your way and walking away from a situation. If you know that your friend, first of all, if you know your friend, your bud, whatever, is fucked up, if you really a friend, it's your responsibility to get him the fuck out of there anyway. Like, nigga, you had too much. Let's roll. I'm ready. Even if you gotta say, man, I'm fucked up. I need to get back to the crib or whatever. You gotta walk away from some situation. I'm not about that. I'm not about to actively make or volunteer to go toe to toe with 10, 15 niggas and it's just 2 of us. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. You never know if you're gonna die. End up in the hospital, whatever the case may be.
You probably gonna end up in the hospital.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting out of a situation. People got this sense that it gotta be we about to just I don't care if it's 100 of them niggas.
What if your friend is actively getting their ass whooped though?
Now if they getting their, I can't sit there and watch you get your ass whooped and not do something. I me personally, I'm not gonna just sit there and let you get
in a 1-on-1.
Not a 1-on-1. That's what's not a 1-on-1.
I'm jumping in.
Not a 1-on-1. I'm saying like if it was multiple people, say again, your friend is just they getting beat down by a few people or whatever, but you know that all right, if I jump in this, it's 5 of them, and again, it's only 2 of me. I mean, me and that person. Are you obligated to go ahead and take that L too to help your friend out? It's all I'm asking.
If I see you, either one of y'all,
what you do to get your ass up like that? I might be able to do 5 niggas like, man, this nigga crazy, man.
Hey, I can see Dev be like, Dev would look and see as one of us and be like, oh, she'll be going to the bathroom real quick, and then come back like, what the fuck happened?
What happened?
No, I'm joking. No, but if I see you, either one of y'all, and y'all, we in wherever we at, and I see some people, multiple niggas jumping on you, yes, I feel like it is my obligation as your brother, regardless of the outcome, and that at that time, as far as fisticuffs or whatever the case, to jump in that shit and get him off of you the best I can. I mean, that's just how I look at it, man. I can never. I would feel it would torment me, put it like that mentally. If I didn't,
if I was getting jumped and you didn't help me, I would torment you, nigga.
Nigga be getting phone calls. Yeah, nigga.
Like, you wouldn't say that when them niggas was stomping your fucking face.
You wouldn't say the same.
Oh man, yeah, but I'm with y'all, man. If I see my friends into it or whatever, you gotta go swing.
Got to, man.
You gotta go swing. I mean.
Oh, you know what? We you know. Can we
touch
touch
real
real quick?
quick? Aaron Donald, though, that's the problem.
Right. Can we touch this real quick? Because I wanted to. It was interesting. I was trying to figure out. You mentioned what Steve Harvey said.
Oh, that's the last one. We'll get out of here on that one.
Yeah.
This is the easy, the silly, the funny one.
Oh yeah. Pull it up. Yeah. So the picture, it was a
I don't even know if these be real too, but I don't know if they just attach it to somebody's celebrity thing.
It'll be real. Because they always do. They always find my nigga Duval and put him up there. Duval, the greatest online celebrity ever. Yeah. So Steve Harvey put this up. Let's settle this. Does sugar belong in spaghetti? The fact that this is even asked, right? And it's a couple factors. The fact this is asked it was on Shade Room, which is like highly frequented by young Afro-American, urban, Afro-Latina. You know what I'm saying? White, black.
I hate that you're trying to be politically correct about it.
Making it worse.
all the crazy shit you just said today. You know what I'm saying? But the people of the darker persuasion, now you want to be politically correct about some shit? Come on.
But if you have to put a little bit of brown sugar in your spaghetti to balance. You're not seasoning it right. If you're not putting none in there, it balances off the kick. Like, I don't trust you. I love you, brother, but I don't trust you. If
I don't put brown sugar in my spaghetti, but I do add a little.
Don't tell me you go white sugar.
I put a little regular white
wild
sugar.
Boy, nigga make some spaghetti cereal. Nigga put white sugar in his spaghetti.
Yes,
nigga made this bitch the domino. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I put regular sugar, little regular sugar, because you do. I agree with you. It has to balance off the tanginess.
Because you gotta. Okay, so this is the. Can I be honest with black people? Can I be honest with us? Be honest, black people. Be honest. Don't fucking play with me. Be honest. When y'all go to Italian restaurants, what y'all get? Chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Tell the truth.
Right.
Tell the truth.
Majority of people do.
I'll get either.
When is the last time you've had like authentic pasta and red sauce? Like authentic, like nigga,
like they made it in
like somebody grandfather made this.
Little Italy. My job took us for our Christmas thing one year.
Okay, so they all have authentic red sauce. Got a bit of a twang to it. So the trick is to, I don't want to say over season it because it's not with. And the seasoning, listen, black people, it's not with salt. Okay, you over season it a little bit of cumin. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll get it a little strong. And then you, boom, a little brown sugar. And it just deadens it a little bit, but you want it to have a kick. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to feel it back here. Like authentic red sauce almost got a wine. Like they use like red wine. Like it got a little bit of a kick. And you like, But he was cooking wine, not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But like, the fact this question is asked, like, y'all niggas know how to cook? You got to put a little bit of sugar in there.
I mean, like I said, I put a little sugar in mine. I really do.
What is wrong with black?
I think you have to. I think this is a more authentic question than the whole thing of, people that want to argue about, do you mix it all up or do you put your toppings on, the meat sauce on top? It's just
you can't.
It is what it is, man.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
I am not gonna sit there and, if you mix the whole thing up, I'm not gonna sit there and look at you crazy. I'm not.
Right.
I grew up in a black home where I don't care. Put your head on the microphone. I don't care. That's how the damn spaghetti was made in my house. I'm not gonna get mad at people for doing their spaghetti that way.
But it's not
authentic. It's not the authentic way.
Because real quick, shit.
Go ahead. You good?
real quick. Like the pasta gets it has to hit the air. Like cooked pasta.
There's a reason that they do it that
There's
way.
a reason why it gotta hit the air and it gotta separate itself from the pasta. It gives a little tag,
but
like-
Dev, you are not at home, right? I know you cook. I'm
I be
not
cooking, bro.
I'm not denigrating your cooking skills, but you ain't over here. This is al dente. And
I
then-
do.
and
I throw my shit up against the wall to see if it stick. I do. I be cooking.
Hey, they have the nigga that go outside the winter. I mean, just outside just to see where the wind going. He just throw some shit up in the-
Due west today.
That's
But
funny.
I do, man. I know it's crazy.
Man, hey, look, spaghetti is the one I can't. I'm not gonna be mad at when people do it, but I seen a few Corlicia, it's like putting sugar in your spaghetti. It's like putting sugar in your grits. I disagree.
No, it's not.
Sugar and grits does not belong. There's no reason that it belongs. Like you can justify why you would put sugar in spaghetti.
there's
Like,
no
we just had to
sugar
there's
and grits,
and sugar
man.
and grits. No, it's cream of wheat. No,
Yeah. You just made oatmeal, man.
stop it. Stop it. No, yeah.
That's white oats.
It's not the same to me. Like people can't give me a reason for that.
You know what's so crazy? Now that I think about going back and just rewinding a little bit, growing up in my household, my mother had one pot for sauce and stuff, and the other pot for the spaghetti.
Yeah.
Like we had to take the spaghetti, put it on the plate, and then put the sauce
You
on top.
got
of it.
to, man.
But as I started,
You just said fuck it.
it was just
You turned into a savage.
I have made it that way, especially when you sit
turn
there
into
and
a
especially
recluse.
when you work on trying to make your own spaghetti sauce, or if you use some from the jar and you doctor it up a lot more and stuff like
Right.
that. So
See, they're like,
I'm just saying.
Part two to this. You heathens. You
we go.
knuckle dragging heathens.
Dragon.
If you are buying ready-made spaghetti sauce, go back to the ghetto you were born in. Okay? You need to get two
You
cans.
are nuts.
You need to get
nuts.
two. Let me give it
You
to
are
him.
nuts.
2 cans of crushed tomatoes.
You are nuts.
2 cans of crushed tomatoes. 1 can of tomato sauce. 2 cans of not puree. Thick.
Not this one. The paste.
Paste. 2 cans of tomato paste. Get you an onion. Get you a green pepper.
that's how my mother used to cook.
Celery.
Yeah.
Chop him up. Saute it so that it's translucent. Add it and then add your meat and season the taste. You absolutely cannot make store-bought spaghetti. Can't do it. I'll leave your house. I don't care if I'm there to visit for a week. If I see you open a bottle of Prego, I'm walking out. I will live on the
so
corner.
Everybody knows how to get Dev out the house.
As soon as it pop, you hear the,
I used to see this nigga like,
Hey, please, look.
I'm out.
All right, whatever.
No, I'm fucking with you. You know what it is?
Whatever.
My mother was a cook. So like
But
she
don't-
cooks, and then she taught me how to cook.
But let me tell you what I don't like with that. Don't put the water in the bottle, though.
No,
Twist it around and
you-
stuff like that. Come on.
These
Like,
knuckle draggers you dealing with. If you put water in the bottom. Listen, let me tell them something. Hold on, brainstorm. I'm sorry. All of the ingredients aren't meant to come out of the can. You understand what I'm saying? Leave some of them in there, man.
Right.
Like, I don't know what it is with black people and getting all the red out the can. Like, why the fuck do we do
late
that?
pack and put water in there.
put
You
water
gotta
in
get
there.
all of it
I gotta
out.
get all the flour out or whatever that powder out. Leave that shit. That picture that Bruce has on the screen.
It looks delicious.
It is almost delicious. I do see that somebody used diced tomatoes, though. I would throw them out of my house as well.
Do you understand how I don't
tomatoes.
I'm not cooking for the I'm not bringing food up here for this nigga ever at all. Playboy, you get some food. Bruce, you get some food.
That's spaghetti and chili. It will look like up there. No, I'm fucking with you. If you want to put some diced tomatoes in there, you can. But crushed tomatoes is gonna hit better though.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done my sauce from scratch. The only thing I've done is which would piss them off, but I've taken like the store-bought sauce and then tried to. Actually, no, I did do sauce one time on my own. I just brought up,
My mother told me how to do it. I don't really
put up a
hate
recipe
people who do
online
it.
and did it just one time. But I've done
Put
the
it-
store-bought sauce. And
I see you looking for put nigga spaghetti in Google. It'll come up. It'll all be mixed together. It's gonna be in that black oval pan with the dots on the, you know what I'm talking about?
This nigga
the
gonna-
dark gray with the dots. You know what I'm talking about? That pan?
I know that every home had one.
The top is as big as the bottom.
Every home had one.
Fuck him. This nigga Googled nigga spaghetti.
We about to get out of here.
I love Bruce, man. I fucking love this nigga, man.
Nigga spaghetti.
Or at least you said we need a new segment called Cooking with Dev.
Right.
Give you a
We
10-minute
still have to do a situation where, you know what?
You
y'all need to cook spaghetti and have it be a situation and whose spaghetti be better.
This nigga
I will
want-
taste
this
test.
This nigga want dinner prepared for him. You know what y'all niggas should do? Y'all niggas should make some Alfredo, chicken, broccoli. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Look garlic bread. Look
Yeah,
garlic
look,
bread.
garlic bread. If you so please bring it to me, I judge.
I will judge it.
And I like mine with a white wine. With a white wine.
We ask the nigga who won. He'll be like,
Right.
I can't choose y'all my niggas.
Nigga eat the whole plate.
You know what? I can't decide. You got a whole pan.
You know what?
Let me take
You
the
know,
pan
next,
home.
no, this is what we got to do. Next week we got to try again.
Next week, bring steak. A nice aged steak.
Yeah,
You
you
know
know,
what I'm saying?
marbleized pretty well. You know, I
man.
like mine with a dry rub. You know,
Oh,
no,
shit.
That would be me. Yes, y'all can do it. I will sit there. You know, I'll be the judge. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
definitely some tomato. Do you see what I'm talking about, though? You see the tomatoes in there? Can you see the tomato skins? Oh, I wish we had an Italian co-host. They would have a conversation about the spaghetti.
that's nice. That's nice.
It got to be a fluid. You should be able to scoop out and drink the sauce. Not like that runny. It should be thick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it shouldn't be any like.
Bits. Like
And
chunks.
I add green peppers. They probably don't. They would probably look down on me for adding them. But that's just something my mother did that I can't get out of my system. But
All right.
that right there is blasphemy. That's blasphemy. That's nigga turning 34 got written all over it. On that table is some meatballs and there's some chicken wings from Giant Eagle. That's all. That's where that play. That's where that spaghetti came from.
We getting out of here before I can't with this nigga no more, man. I can't.
You know what I'm talking about?
On my way home, I stop and get me some wings from Giant Eagle. And,
You know what? Even go to Angela Mia and get spaghetti. You'll see it's different.
I ain't had nothing from there in a while. At least like the pasta type of thing. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and try to get on out of here. Bruce, let them know where they can find you.
Oh, my fault. Thank y'all for listening as always. But I'm at Bruiser ENT, Joseph Bruiser Collins. I'm cutting grass out here now. I opened the season up, so if y'all need any action on that, cut, edge, and blow, I can get y'all together. So just inquire within. I appreciate y'all.
All right. Playboy, give them all your shits.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, it's Playboy the DJ and hopefully 2 plates of spaghetti. It's Playboy the DJ, Playboy DA DJ. You can find me on Instagram, Playboy_James3. You can find me on Facebook under my government. If you know me, then you know me.
They know you.
And you can find me on all DMST Boy platforms. My quote for the day is simple, and especially in light of what's going on as us as a people, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. And that's just, it is what it is. So I think everybody can get the gist of the meaning of what I'm trying to say. But play with the DJ, man. I'm out.
All right. I know Zay in the feed had asked the question earlier if we had watched them yet. It ain't for me, Zay, but I just want to let you know I'm going to be sending you a message over the next week or so. Like I said, I'll be out in Phoenix next month, man. So I'm definitely sending you a message to try to link with you when I'm out that way. Dev, give them all your shits.
Man, it's Big Dev, man. Real quick, about 7:32 p.m.
Oh shit, what happened?
That's cool. Isn't that crazy? Not crazy. I'm in the middle talking about the George, whatever, the Floyd stuff, whatever. I get a text. I'm thinking it's from Blue Chew. It says, "Spring up a hard on in 100 seconds. Improve your bedroom game for no expense with the best ED treatment." So this is on my phone. Anyway, I just had to say that.
Okay.
All right.
Shout out to the Chew.
In the middle of my fucking, we talking
about George Floyd, yeah.
And I looked down at my phone like, nigga, what?
That's when you made that face. I didn't know what you was making that face for.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. I saw when you did it.
Anyway, my bad. I know it was dramatic.
No.
It was just,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, Bluetooth stay trying to get me to get another little package.
Keep saying I might have to.
You might have
send
tried
it
it too. You about to go when you go on that trip. You gotta get that too. My nigga Bruce, hey, you need one, fam?
I got one in my pocket right here.
I got one for you, baby.
He gonna pull out a paper towel. It's gonna be wrapped up.
And nigga reach into you. Nigga might have just started singing. Nigga, I'm your pusher.
You reach, I teach. There you go.
Okay. All right now.
Take that with you. You know what I mean? You know. But man, it's Big Dev, man. As always, I'm trying to spread love in the world full of hate, man. I love y'all. If y'all love me back, it's cool. My mama do, man. Like my father always say, do what needs to be done. What needs to be done, whether you like it or not. Real Big Dev 216 everywhere.
Everywhere, man. Remember, y'all, NoCoreyApparel.com. Again, do us a favor, man. Just go check out the website, man. Buy some apparel, but at the very least, just go visit the website. Go support this black brother that's out here, you know, doing this merchandise. With messages that have a positive thing. It's for a good cause. So visit the website and shout out to them for fucking with us, man. Shout out to the Cleveland Comedy Festival and the Cleveland Comedy Network, as we are a part of. But if this verdict don't go our way, I don't know if they don't want to keep us around.
I don't know if y'all want to be around us.
Because what did I say? I said,
we ain't holding back, baby.
Yeah, sure ain't. But that's the joke, though. You know, they are very cool and level-headed people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm just joking with that. But again, we are gonna say what we gonna say. I mean, look, we gonna always keep it real, 100% from top to bottom, man. So thank y'all for tuning in. DMST16@yahoo.com. Questions, comments, concerns. We haven't had one in a while, but you got something going on in your life, and you want us to give you some feedback. You know what I'm saying? Me and Playboy gonna give you sound advice. Dev just gonna sit at the bar and look at you like that nigga must have said something.
Must have said something wild. What's your advice? Keep your mouth closed, nigga. No,
but other than that, man, we will holler at y'all next Sunday. We gonna be a little different next week. People gonna be in and out next week, so we'll be a little different next week. But next Sunday is 2:48-ish. We'll be coming up on 250, y'all.
250.
Coming up on 250, y'all. So we want to thank y'all for all the support that y'all been giving us over the years, man. It may be cloudy today, but the sun will come out tomorrow. So as long as you are here under the sun, live your life to the best of your motherfucking ability. I am DJ Brainstorm for you on all social media. That is DJ Brainstorm, the number 4, the letter.
You better not mix your motherfucking spaghetti, nigga. I tell
Not
you
around
that.
this heathen. We out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Nocore Apparel is a lifestyle brand inspired by and created for those who unabashedly seek, speak, and live in truth. Nocore is the African Adinkra symbol for truthfulness, and the clothes speak truth in all its forms with the ultimate aim of love and justice. If you're down to expand the culture, break barriers, and eradicate injustice wherever you find it, then Nocore Apparel is the brand for you. Go to NocoreApparel.com. That's NOKORE apparel.com.
Nicore, apparel for truth tellers.